Aloha! We're continuing now with our lesson on Ebeneezer Sneezer. Let's warm up. Let's play Grandma. 1, 2, ready, play. Grandma, G, 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 can, see, 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 eat, E, 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 apples, A, A. Let's play an A chromatic scale. 1, 2, ready, play. Now let's play the C scale that we learned last time. Remember, it was open C, 2, E, 1, 3, open A, 2, 3, 3, 2, open A, 3, 1, open E, 2, C. Let's try it together. Ready? Play. And now let's play chord changes. First of all, let's play a C chord, 4 C chords. Then let's play 4 G chords, and then 4 F chords, and then 4 C chords. Ready? Play. C, G, F, C. Okay. Let's try playing Ebeneezer Sneezer together, singing it and playing the chords. 1, 2, ready, play. Ebeneezer Sneezer, topsy-turvy man, walks upon his elbows every time he can, dresses up in paper every time it pours, whistles Yankee Doodle every time he snores. Oh, Ebeneezer, what a man. This time, instead of just playing one chord in each measure, let's change every half note. So we would play 2 C chords, 2 G chords, 2 C's, 2 F's, etc., till we get to the bottom line, and then we'll play those which are all each basically a quarter note long. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Ebeneezer Sneezer, topsy-turvy man, walks upon his elbows every time he can, dresses up in paper every time it pours, whistles Yankee Doodle every time he snores. Oh, Ebeneezer, what a man. Okay. Now I want to try playing the melody on it. On this piece of music I don't have tabs because I want you to be looking at notes. I did give you a little help above it because I have numbers for the fret that you're going to use. But you have to know what string you're going to be on. But you already know that because the whole song upwards is just a C scale, and coming back is just a C scale descending. For the kids that already can do this very easily, I think I have a little experiment for you. Instead of just plucking Ebeneezer Sneezer with your thumb, try starting with your middle finger and your pointer finger and going back and forth and going and playing it that way so that you're picking it and you're starting to use other fingers. When you get to the last line, the Oh Ebeneezer, what a man, you're going to use 2 of the middle finger in a row to start. That's my choice because the man that I worked with this summer, a lot of times on runs he would start with finger 2, and I didn't understand it at first, but I really see it now. So your end thing would go sorry, here's your second one. And then you'd be able to do that. All right, so here come the notes. The rest of you, if you want to, can use just your thumb, you use your any finger that you want. Kind of the rule on ukulele is what works for you is the best, okay? So here we go. First measure is all on open C, and it just goes, Ebeneezer Sneezer. Try that with me. Ready? Play. Ebeneezer Sneezer. Next measure is a D. You put your second finger on the second fret. Goes, topsy-turvy man. Play that with me. Ready? Play. Topsy-turvy man. Good. Next one moves up to the E string, just like the C scale, because that's what it is. And it's open, and it goes, walks upon his elbows. Do that with me. Ready? Play. Walks upon his elbows. Put your first finger in the first fret for the F. Every time he can. Play that with me. Every time he can. Next one is the third fret. Dresses up in paper. Play that with me. Dresses up in paper. Next one is the open A. Every time it pours. Play that one with me. Every time it pours. Next one is second fret. Whistles Yankee Doodle. Play that with me. Whistles Yankee Doodle. Then the third fret. Every time he snores. Play that with me. Every time he snores. And then you come down with the scale. Try that one with me. 3, 2, 0, 3, 1, 0, 2, 0. Let's try the whole song. See what happens. 1, 2, ready, go. Ebeneezer Sneezer, topsy-turvy man, walks upon his elbows every time he can, dresses up in paper every time it pours, whistles Yankee Doodle every time he snores. Oh, Ebeneezer, what a man. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. Ebeneezer Sneezer, topsy-turvy man, walks upon his elbows every time he can, dresses up in paper every time it pours, whistles Yankee Doodle every time he snores. Oh, Ebeneezer, what a man. Now I said I would have a more complicated way of playing it that might appeal to the older kids, and that is playing a melody and the harmony at the same time. And the best way to do that as a beginner is to play anything that's lower than that note up to that note. So if I start with Ebeneezer Sneezer, I'm going to play just the bottom note in this. Now if you've got a high G ukulele, it's going to sound a little bit weirder. But for the kids with low Gs, I think most of the kids that would play this have low G instruments. It would go, those two notes, Ebeneezer Sneezer. Then I'm going to put my hand in position for the G chord, but I'm only going to go to the D. Topsy-turvy man. Now I'm moving to an E in the melody. C chord, I'll put my finger down for the C chord, but I'm not going to go all the way up there yet. I'm only going to use these strings. It's walks. Walks upon his elbows. Same thing with the F chord. Every time he can. Third finger down. Dresses up in paper. F chord, and this time you're going to use all the strings. Every time it pours. Whistles Yankee Doodle, your finger will be ready. Whistles Yankee Doodle. Then the C. Every time he snores. I think the best way to play the end is no chords. Maybe G, C. Okay, so let's look at that, where you would play it and be able to accompany yourself at the same time. I'm going to do it without singing.